if they fought, wouldn't you want to see?
That
wouldn't people want that?
This is part of why people think that Luke has been damaged. That's something we would never expect Luke to do.
That's not. Yeah, that would be shocking.
To be fair,
okay, I agree.
That would subvert the shit out of my expectations.
Look, I think the only thing that made sense. I think the only thing that made sense, right? I mean, people said that about Luke, though. People were like, "Oh, that's how you're going to kill Luke." It's like, that's the best way to kill him off. And not that I'm saying he should be killed off, but that's where the story was going. When The Force Awakens came out and Luke was not present during Han Solo's death, how are you going to explain that?
There could have been a million reasons why he was out there.
Yeah, but this one made the most sense. I'm sorry. Like, if Luke was over in like a library researching badass fighting techniques, that's not good enough to like let Han die. That doesn't make sense. The only thing that you can do is make him this depressed hermit who's rejecting everything. It's like
not at all. All
right, so what would you have rather had then?
Studying the Force. He was out there studying the Force, building a secret Jedi temple on the island.
Letting Han die?
He wasn't there. It wasn't up to him.
He wasn't aware that was happening.
Yeah. That's not relevant.
Or maybe Kylo, cut him down. And he's meditating, gaining his strength back in the interim.
Absolutely, he could have been injured by Kylo.
Well, he was. I mean, how do you think he was able to do this Force projection?
Okay. That's why he didn't show up to save Han, because he's wounded or whatever, emotionally wounded. Who knows?
I mean, the move that Luke did do, the fighting move, whatever.
It could have been that he was searching for a way to defeat Snoke. Luke was trying to. He's the ultimate, like, original Sith or something, and Luke needs more information.
But again, that wasn't necessary because Kylo killed Snoke.
Your question was, what else can you do?
That's a post hoc rationalization for why he didn't do something.
All right. Okay. Sure. Yeah. But
so you said there were no other options. We came up with like 4 or 5 right there.
But they don't make that much sense, though.
They make a lot of sense.
Luke. Okay. Snoke did not need to get killed by Luke. Yes, I was going into the theater expecting them to duel. I was right with you guys. I thought this film.
I didn't think that would happen.
I didn't care if Luke killed Snoke.
Okay, fine, whatever. People did. A lot of people did. I've read a shit ton of reviews.
Some of them did. Yeah.
I think people are more concerned with Snoke having an explanation. That's all.
I think with
Snoke having an explanation.
Just
have a Snoke explanation. So you guys don't like that Snoke had no backstory?
No,
what is to like about that?
Yeah.
The fact that he didn't need one at all,
and it wasn't necessary
for the drama,
except for the gap between episode 6 and 7. Sure,
dude, that should have been filled in already. It's not. That's the thing. Though. When you have this character who, by the way, in The Force Awakens, I thought was pretty fucking weak because he had no backstory, and by this point, it's so irrelevant.
Wait, so
that's a contradiction.
No backstory.
No, it's not. If you look at my video for Force Awakens, I say that Snoke is a weak character because who the fuck is this guy? We don't know anything. And now at this point, it really doesn't matter because in The Last Jedi, it's not about that. The first scene we see with him, there's drama between him and Kylo. He's treating Kylo like shit. He's shaping Kylo.
No, the problem still exists.
It's like they've moved
on.
Just
kicked the can down the road.
We need to know something about Snoke. We know nothing.
Yeah, to clarify,
like a dude who's there.
So at least
the Emperor we knew, like, okay, he took over the galaxy.
So you just want another Emperor? You just want like a character that basically has the same role as the Emperor again? The fact that they cut him,
that's what they sliced him in half. They wrote him as the new Emperor.
I was about to say,
that would have been corny.
If we're assuming,
even if it's corny, at least he serves a purpose in the story.
If in this conversation we assume The Force Awakens is in stone and we can't change it, then yes, we're currently dealing with an Emperor clone. So what can we do?
That's what they wrote him as.
So what can we? If you're saying from the ground up, no, I wouldn't have had an Emperor clone. But if we're dealing with The Force Awakens as our lore, we have to. Then I go, okay, so the first thing I've got to do, because JJ fucked up, is explain how 6 became 7. And one of the biggest things to do is figure out Snoke. Where was Snoke when Palpatine was in power? Where was Snoke, and how did he convert Kylo? How did Snoke tear apart the Skywalker and Solo families? How did Snoke gather so much power and men? Snoke is the key to all of this.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to be, though.
But he is. They wrote him to be.
No, I'm not saying I want him to be the key.
I read the fan theories where he was the key, and everyone was like, "You got to pay attention to Snoke."
The key because the movies tell us he is.
Kylo's the key now. It really is all because of what Kylo is doing.
That's after the fact. This is after the fact. After it's all happened.
Even before. I mean, maybe Snoke only rose to power because he found Kylo and was using him. Maybe
where do you even draw that inference?
I don't. I'm just saying it's possible.
You're just making it up. We have nothing to go by because of these characters. That's
I'm
not what you
making it
should
up
have
just
to
like
do in those
everyone is
movies.
making up. Tell that to the frickin' stupid fan theories that are out there.
I don't know anything about fan theories. This is just us.
You don't know anything about fan theories? Well, then you
No,
don't do
I
as
don't.
much
I don't pay
research as I
attention.
do.
I don't pay attention
I
to
don't know
fan
that
theories. I just go by what the
researching
movie's going.
fan theories is like, what research is
Yeah, it
that
is.
relevant to?
It's totally necessary. You have to know what people are saying about the film. If you want to, like,
But it's not
first of
real.
all-
We don't know if it's real or not.
I don't know-
All we have to go that's set in stone is the movies. I don't care what the fan theory
My
is.
agree.
fan theory
Totally
is that
Then
Poe
why
and
did you
Finn are
bring
gonna
up
kiss
that I
on
have
the
to
mouth.
research fan theories if you agree with what I just said?
did you hear what we were saying before? Like, are you forgetting the sentence
Poe's
that
gonna
came
take
before I
his
said
tongue
that?
and he's gonna put it in
You
Finn's
seem to be
mouth.
doing this a lot. Like, I'll say something and you ask me
They're
why
gonna
I'm
kiss.
saying it, but it's like, dude, are you following the conversation? Honestly.
I'm
was gonna tell
wondering why
Finn, "I
you
love
can't
you,
follow
Finn. You're
because
so
you're
pretty."
giving me mixed signals here
Because
with
I
what
would-
you're saying.
Because, dude, we're talking about Snoke, and people wanted to know something about him. There was all these theories about him,
Theories
like,
don't
oh, he's
matter.
Darth Plague. Exactly. Who fucking cares who Snoke
You
is?
said that I have to know what the theories are, and I need to research the theories.
I
You
would
said
think
that.
you would at least
Okay,
have one
so
if
what
you
I
were
think is
upset that he had
happening
no
here
backstory.
is
yeah.
that Rags, I'm going to try and explain both of your positions of why they're clashing. Rags is
Please
saying
do.
Snoke needs to be explained so that we have continuity, and you're saying you've got all these fan theories that try to do it what we're trying to do now. Which is like we're talking about it to get to a point where the films actually just follow. We don't care. Like, the idea is like Snoke is Mace Windu. It's like I don't care. Snoke is Palpatine's brother. I don't care. What I need is specific information of how he made this mechanically happen, why this happened.
So how he rose to power, then, is what you want to know. Just how he
that would
became
be-
in this position.
I don't know because like he
Yeah.
might have been in power this whole time.
Something.
As long as
We
you
need to
give
know
me
something.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know, you're not wrong. But again, this was a thing I brought up when The Force Awakens came out. It was like, this
I agree with
was something that has always been a flaw.
And
at this point, especially now that he's fucking dead, and that he made Kylo even more of who he is, because he did that for Rey, and then she kind of turned him down. It was all just leading up to this great moment where now Kylo is this powerful leader of the First Order, and that's what Snoke's purpose was.
you know that he
What
might
it
not be
leads
dead,
to-
right?
What it leads to
Yeah,
doesn't
that'd be
alleviate the
fine.
problem.
But
If Snoke is alive, that could be fun. I mean, when that shot where he had his tongue hanging out, when I first saw that, I thought that was an interesting thing
Goofy.
to do. Well, it was almost like maybe he's still alive because his eyes were open and, you know, his body slumped over on its own.
That's
yeah, I mean,
gravity.
There's a few things that they could undo. Like if they
Look,
wanted to make
the only thing I know about
Raiden-
Snoke is that doesn't Leia say like, oh, he turned Kylo? Was it Leia who said that?
yes.
No,
it was Leia and Han were talking to each other. Yeah.
It was
I'm
also
like,
Luke
oh,
who
that-
said it
I'm
as
like-
well in TLJ.
It's interesting. What does that mean?
What does it mean
What was-
exactly? How did he tear those
Yeah, what
families
was
apart?
Kylo doing before
Where was
then?
he? Where
That's
was
true.
he during
That-
the original trilogy? What is his?
that has been missing. You're right.
How
I
does
mean,
he
in the,
have
So-
control
Well, like,
over all
Why
this?
do I gotta wait till the third movie to figure out
Why-
what
why
the fuck
should you
my
have
villain's
to?
motivation is?
in
Why
a
should
way,
you
it's cool because, you know,
Putting me into this
the-
at all.
I think I hear what
I
you're
have
saying.
no idea what
but
Kylo wants. I have no idea, and I don't care.
The upside to it is that we're learning this really interesting backstory through flashbacks, which hasn't been done before, and I think it's being done pretty damn well.
What
The
interesting.
fact,
Two of my
How we're
favorite
learning-
characters of all time are dead, and I have no idea why or for what purpose.
dude, come on, Luke sent a great
Why?
message in this
For
film
what? But
because
About
he
within the
running
he had
away
to
from your problems?
he had to teach that you
conflict.
need to put love over everything. He did exactly what he did for his father. He chose not to fight
This
him.
is a war movie. You can't put
That's
love over
theme.
everything that
That's
matters. That's how
theme.
you lose
Yes, but it's a Star Wars movie. It's a space
Okay.
fantasy, and
That
it's about
doesn't
love.
matter.
It's about
doesn't
family and
matter.
relationships.
Okay, it's about love. I got it. It's about love. Outside of the theme, why did Kylo Ren need Luke Skywalker to die?
Why was Kylo so pissed off at Luke? Because, dude, Luke saw
No,
the bad in
that's
him.
not the question he asked. That's not the question he asked.
Okay, what did he ask? I'm sorry.
He asked
Then to
why
kill
Kylo
Luke,
needed Luke to die.
He just wanted to kill Luke out of a sense of revenge. I think there's more to it than that, right?
There's a lot of reasons. I think he
What are
wants to
they?
be the
I
most
just
powerful
said-
Jedi.
Alright.
Give us three.
I'm
There's a
fucking
lot.
telling you. Okay, number one, he wants to be the most powerful Jedi. He's got to snuff Luke out
When
so he
does
can
he
be the
express
one.
that?
Whoa.
When
Yeah,
did-
we'll take these one at a time.
When did he
Where-
say he wants to be the most powerful
What
Jedi?
element of the script supports what you just said?
Why wouldn't he want that? He's
What-
fucking.
yeah, no,
he's
what
Kylo
element-
Ren.
What
Wait,
element of this?
Can you
So I
reference
just have to
just a
assume?
scene or a line to support what you just said?
First of all, Snoke told him to. He said, Skywalker lives. You need to snuff him out, blah, blah, blah. Maybe he's just ingrained that this is Kylo's mission. That and the fact that he blames Luke for making him how fucked up he is. He clearly blames him. I mean, you could tell from that showdown that they had, the way he was looking at Luke, he was like a snarling dog. I mean, the guy just had so much honest animosity towards Luke. I don't think he was just on Snoke's orders. He really blames Luke for fucking him up.
Well,
because maybe
the story's over. So Kylo got what he wants. Luke Skywalker's dead, and we don't need a third movie, right?
No. See, now Rey and Kylo have to go at it because now Kylo's going to be really pissed at Rey for turning him down.
Legitimately, why though?
He told Luke, "I will destroy her and everyone." And
he
now
had a
he's
reason
going
other
to
than
hopefully
revenge.
hunt her down.
Yeah, we're asking for the reason for that statement, not the statement.
Well, it's the same thing. It's just like Luke. You know, Rey saw the good in Kylo, and it wasn't enough. Luke saw the bad in Kylo, and it wasn't good enough for Kylo. He's so fucking tortured. It's like when Luke did what he did, he was seeing the dark side future of Kylo, and Rey's trying to do the opposite of that, but it's too late for him. And that's why it's so tragic, because in The Force Awakens, everybody was aware that Kylo was like a pussy and wasn't, fully dark. And, again, I think that's why he wore the mask.
What's the tragedy?
The tragedy is that Kylo could have been good. He's the son of Leia and Han. But maybe he almost was, but if Luke didn't do what he did, he would have been okay. Or was Luke seeing a distorted vision? Was Luke getting a dark side trip, and that wasn't even the correct future?
Oh, so
it's such a mind fuck.
Man,
let me make a comparison, right?
Go ahead.
At the end of Empire, I know what's going on. Okay, the Empire wants to kill the rebels. Darth Vader wants to convert Luke Skywalker to evil, right?
Right.
I know everything that's going on, and I'm ready for a third movie. The First Order is now under Kylo. I don't know why that matters or what he wants with them. Luke Skywalker's dead. I don't know what that accomplishes.
Kylo wants Rey. Kylo is going to burn it all down for a girl. That's how fucking crazy.
Burn what down? He just wants everything gone? Why did he take the First Order then? Why didn't he tell them all to pull out their guns and shoot themselves in the head?
Yeah, what about the whole
thing? Because Rey
that...
turned him down. This was the next best thing. He wanted to rule with Rey. When he found out he couldn't do that, he was like, fuck it, I'm going to take control of this. And now he's going to...
No, he said he wanted to leave it all behind.
He didn't want to rule.
Okay, whatever. It's whatever.
He what you're saying is contradicted by something in the film.
I was going to say, you can't... I understand the need to say whatever, but it's like, but this is your point, isn't it?
Yeah, this is literally
you get what I'm trying to say, though. He wanted Rey and him to join forces. That's what I'm trying to say. He wanted him
Can you see how me as a... Yeah. Can you see how me as a person who wanted to be invested in the Star Wars thing, I'm going to the third movie, like, oh, why do I care? Like, I have no idea what anybody wants.
Okay,
other than there's bad guys and there's good guys, because some of them have red lightsabers and some of them have blue lightsabers. Like, that's pretty much all the information I have.